guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Seetal, and if you're new to my channel, I am a former medical doctor who quit a job in pursuit of a career in YouTube. That's right. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how we can make our mornings more productive so that we get a lot of things done, not just in the morning, but our whole day goes really smoothly, especially for those weekdays when, as busy mom, we feel it's so hard to get the day started. And this is not just for busy moms, it's also for busy dads, and also if you're single and you live by yourself but you think that you are just not in control of your days and the days just go by so quickly and you don't get the things that you actually want to get done, like your goals and your aspirations and things like that. So I hope you find this video helpful, and if you do like it, do hit the like button below and share it with your friends and family to help my channel grow. And also, if you could follow me by subscribing down below, I would appreciate so very much. There's also a bell right next to the subscribe button. If you hit that, you will get notified every time I post a video. I post a video every Mondays and Thursdays. Now, without wasting any more time, let's get on with today's video. So I find the art of being productive is something that you actually have to practice daily. When you practice daily, it just becomes like a habit, like you just get things just start moving really quickly. Although habits are not easy to build. If you haven't already, I'm going to put a link to this book down below. It's called Atomic Habits. It's really good. It's how to build habits with small incrementals, right? Like you start doing something really small on the first day, then the second day, then the third day, and then it just becomes a habit. The thing that you don't want to do, the thing that you don't like to do, just becomes a habit. Now, with that said, I am going to give you 5 top tips that I have accumulated, that I have extracted from a lot of books, motivational books out there, not just Atomic Habits, tons of other books, of which I will leave a link down below of some of them that I find really good and have the best ways or the best motivation to sort of get you started on being productive. To have your days productive, you have to plan your days. It is so important. I use Google Calendar, as I've mentioned on one of my other videos, which I will link up here. As soon as I have an appointment, whether it's a morning coffee with the Prime Minister or an afternoon lunch with the Queen, whatever it is, I put it down on Google Calendar, no matter how big or how small that event is or that appointment is. Yes, that's right. I do meet with the Prime Minister and the Queen. They're on my friends list. What? But anyways, my activity is I put it on my Google Calendar, so I always plan the next day. So when I wake up that morning and when I'm going through, I always go through my Google Calendar. Nothing comes by surprise for me because I would have checked it the day before I slept, and then in the morning I would have checked it again. In the event that I lose concentration and I get focused on something else, I usually get a reminder on my phone, the sound of a text message or something, where I look at it and go like, oh, I almost missed my workout today. I have workout. I have to go in half an hour. So every single appointment that I have will remind me 30 minutes before the appointment, which would give me enough time to get there in case I forget that I had that appointment. Moving on to tip number 2, do the dishes before you go to bed. Yes, this is really important. I know some of you think like, no, I'm more productive in the morning. I get things done in the morning. Here's why your day will not be productive if you have a sink full of dishes when you wake up in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, say you wake up, really early, you've done your exercise and things like that, and then now it's time for you to have your coffee in the kitchen. But there's also that sink in the kitchen that is full of dishes. Now your mind's going to be telling you that the dishes are dirty, you need to clean it. Sometimes it's really hard for us as human beings to switch off all those thoughts in our minds because we don't really know that our thoughts are actually talking out loud because they're in our minds. They're not actually out loud around us. It's quiet, but our mind is saying a million things, and it will say more things when it looks at that sink full of dishes. You'll be like, I'll do it later. I want to have my coffee first and then I'll do it. But then when you're doing your coffee, your mind's already like, I have to get the dishes done. I have to put it away. I have to this, I have to that. And then all these things start piling up in your head, and it's actually just that one thing that you have to get done. But now it feels like I'm going to get my day started by doing this first. By the time you head to work, guess what? You are already fatigued from making decisions. Your brain has already done a lot of workout today because the brain actually had to do so many things in the morning by just thinking to itself. So to avoid decision fatigue, make sure you do the dishes before you head to bed. Which brings me to tip number 3. If you want to feel in control of the day and you know that everything's going to go as planned, here's the one thing that you definitely have to do that a lot of gurus out there talk about, and that is waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning. So a lot of people suggest waking up 5 a.m. in the morning because it's the time when the sun is not out yet. You know, you wake up before everyone else. There's just something about the air at 5 a.m. in the morning. You are able to relax. Even if you're not someone who meditates, this is the time that's so good for you to go for a run, some exercise, or just sit down, take a deep breath, relax, have a cup of tea, have coffee, whatever your poison is in the morning. This is the time for you to look at your plans for the rest of the day and see what you have. This is the best time to do vision board visualizing, to manifest success, and to actually meditate in the morning. It is so important to me to be able to wake up on a weekday at least before the kids wake up in the morning. So my kids are usually up by 6 o'clock. At the latest, I will be up by 5:30 because I need to brush my teeth, I need to meditate, and have my coffee ready. I don't necessarily have to finish it, but have my coffee ready before the kids wake up. Because as soon as they wake up, they don't stop. They have lots to say. They have all these ideas they want to share, they want to talk. They've got all these things in their head that they want to convey. And they keep talking to me and going on and on and on. And if I haven't had the chance to wake up before them and relax and bring my mind to calm down, I will not be listening to them. Instead, I might give them answers like, okay, I hear you, but can you please just go and sit there and wait there for mommy to bring the breakfast to you? Or, okay, I hear you, can you just play a little further away, you know, where I can't hear you maybe? Or, I hear you, and that's very good. What would you like for breakfast? You know, and then I shoo them away to get their stuff ready. And you're saying all these things because all of a sudden now your mind just wants to rush, right? Because you didn't wake up before them. Your minds haven't had a chance to relax. Your mind is still thinking about the things that you have to do that day. And then now everything just seems to go at a rush because they're talking, your mind is talking, everybody's talking, everybody just needs to keep quiet. You get the point. Okay, so tip number 4 and 5 is going to go around doing your chores or the things that you have to do. For tip number 4, do the things that you hate to do first. For me, it's mostly chores. I hate doing chores. Any chores for that instance. The chore that I hate the most is doing the groceries and cooking. But if I had to go get groceries because we're running out of stuff, right? So what do? I go out and get that done out of the way. So that's one way to have a more productive morning. If there's something that you don't like to do that morning, let's say you really hate running, but you know you have to run every day because you've made it a point to do it first. So then get that done out of the way first. You hate going for yoga classes. Plan your yoga classes. Sign up for classes that are like 8 o'clock in the morning after you drop the kids off to school. Go for your yoga class and get it done and out of the way. And then you're like, yeah, you can celebrate that like a win. You're like, yeah, I've done that. It's out of the way. It's gone. I never have to think about you ever again. Gosh. You know? Which then brings me to the last tip, prioritize your chores. So with putting the stuff that you hate first, to get that out of the way, now you need to prioritize your chores. Now there will be lots of things that you hate doing, but if you keep doing everything, you know, first, like getting everything done and out of the way, by the time you finish everything, you'll be really tired. The other thing I hate doing other than grocery shopping is cooking. So what I do is after I've done the grocery shopping and put everything away, while I'm still in the mood in the morning and I still have enough brain power to sit down and think and work on my YouTube channels and my content and my branding and yada, what I do is I sit down and work on that. And by the time it's like around 2 o'clock is when fatigue usually starts to sink in for me. That's when I start getting really tired. I'm like, oh, okay, not feeling it now. If I continue pushing myself on work, what will happen is my work will not have the good quality content that it deserves, but rather the work will seem like whatever work I do will seem rather fatigued and tired. So instead, I call it a day, close my laptop, and then I head to the kitchen and start cooking. And it works because I have to pick the kids up at 3 o'clock. So 2 to 3 gives me ample of time to cook dinner and to clean the kitchen and get everything out of the way so that I can go pick the kids up. And then when they come back, I can spend all that time when they're back from school with them, playing with them, doing their homework, doing the music with them, whatever it is that they want to do. And I don't have to rush now to cook dinner for them. So my days are always really, really smooth. I never feel like I have to rush through things. If you find like you have to like rush through your days to get things done and get things out of the way, then I hope the tips in this video help you out. I once met a friend and we were talking, and what she say made me feel really depressed, but there was a truth to it. I asked her about how she was doing and how life, juggling life with work and home was, because at that time I had just had my second child and I wasn't working. And she was like, yeah, it seems like I'm rushing through every day. Like we get up in the morning, we're rushing through to drop them off to school, and then we're rushing to work, and then we're rushing home. And she's like, life just seems like a race and I don't even know what I'm chasing. That made me really think, and I thought a lot about it, and I spoke about it to my husband, and he was like, well, yeah, that's how everybody feels. And I'm like, but that is so sad. Everybody feels this way. Everybody feels like every day they're just rushing, like they're going to a race and they have no idea why they want to finish that day. And I remember feeling this way when I started working again. It was like, today's Monday, ooh, Monday's done. And then there comes Tuesday, and when Tuesday comes, you're waiting for Tuesday to finish because you really want Friday to come really fast. So it's almost like you go through the week racing because you want Friday to come really fast. And what happens on Friday? You're too tired to go out to meet your friends. You just want to sit and rest because you've accomplished so much the whole week. And then when Friday comes, Saturday, Sunday, you try to save it as much as you can, and then that dreadful Monday comes again, and then you're rushing through life again to finish everything really quickly. Here's the reason why I shared this video, because I find a lot of people find that they're rushing through the days, but in my opinion, if you could make your days more productive and plan your days out with the tips that I shared with you today, you will not have to feel like you're rushing through every day just to go through a purposeless race, no idea what you're trying to win at the end of it. If you have productive days, you can fit in the things that you really want to do most in those days. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, I would appreciate it very much if you would hit the like button below, and also subscribe to join me on my journey of personal growth. And I have more videos to share with you coming up in a few days. With that said, thank you so much for stopping by. I love you so much. Bye, and have a good day.